I've already made a video jumping in Trump's ass about his attack on Khizr Khan and his wife regarding the support of their son. And most of you know that I consider Donald Trump a racist, bigoted asshole. And I have the facts to back that up. In this particular clip, you're going to have Roland Martin jumping in here, indicating the same thing, and then documenting, mentioning the fact that Sunday, in the interview that Donald Trump did, all he did was lie. Here's the clip.
Khizr Khan speaking at the Democratic National Convention last week, talking about the actions of his son killed in 2004. He blasted Donald Trump in his speech, saying, has he even read the Constitution? Well, Trump decided to fire back, and over the weekend got into this huge back and forth, insulting the Khan family, questioning whether his wife could even be allowed to speak because she didn't speak at the convention. Yesterday gave an interview that was aired on ABC This Week with George Stephanopoulos, where he basically said, he also said when George asked him, what have you done as a sacrifice of the country? Trump said, I created jobs. I became successful. I built large buildings. The Khans responded on Meet the Press.
It's not an entitlement to disrespect Gold Star family and Gold Star mother not realizing her pain. Shame on him, shame on his family. He is not worthy of our comments. He has no decency. He is void of decency. He has a dark heart.
Sacrifice, I don't think he knows the meaning of the sacrifice, meaning of the word. Because when I was standing there, all America felt my pain without saying a single word. Everybody felt that pain. But I don't know.
Numerous Republicans have come out saying that no one should criticize the family of a Gold Star winner. Speaker Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell issued a statement, but none of them condemned Donald Trump. Now, his vice presidential running mate, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, also released a statement saying that they should have respect for the Khan family. But in the same statement, he reiterated the need for a ban of Muslims coming into the country. Let's go to our panel. Michael Singleton, Republican consultant, Long Victoria Burke, political analyst, writer at NBC Black, Spencer Overton, president of the Joint Center for Political and Economic Studies. Folks, what the hell?
You know, when I walked in this morning at 6:30, I ran into the Khans. They were here doing another interview. And the reason they're here is because Donald Trump has turned them into media stars with his mouth. All he had to do was let it go. Yeah, just let it go, no comment. And instead what has happened is we've got this back and forth because Donald Trump has zero self-control, zero. He could have, this would have been over. This was a one media cycle story and nobody would have been talking about this if it wasn't for him. It's amazing. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
Sure, Michael, are you embarrassed by your party's candidate? Because to attack this family and then to say, their son paid the ultimate sacrifice, and he says, oh, I built buildings.
Well, no, I think, Roland, it shows people, and again, as the country becomes more and more diverse, Republican Party, and we talk about this all the time, they're going to have to deal with that reality. And when you have someone like Donald Trump, who is the nominee of the party, making, once again, incendiary remarks, and you have people like Speaker Ryan and Leader McConnell who are coming out against this, but in my opinion, I don't think they're doing enough. They need to say this is not representative of our party. We do not believe in this.
They should criticize Trump.
No, they should, and they're not. And I think it's only going to hurt the Republican Party in the long run.
Spencer, also, same interview with George Stephanopoulos on ABC This Week. Donald Trump lied repeatedly. First of all, he said that he had no knowledge of his camp pulling language out of the Republican Party platform that softened when it came to Russia and Ukraine. That's a lie. He also said he had no relationship with Vladimir Putin, even though for 3 years he's given numerous interviews saying he has had a relationship with Vladimir Putin. Then He said, then he lies again in the same interview saying he received a letter from the NFL complaining about 2 of the presidential debates being scheduled on the same night that they have NFL games. NFL comes out saying that's not true. No letter was sent. This is a guy who lied repeatedly in one interview.
And there's this narrative about Hillary Clinton and credibility. I think that there's this other narrative in terms of Donald Trump.
A habitual liar.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think Spencer's right. And what
The problem is that also when he lies like this, he catches your leadership in this whole vortex of having to explain him.
Right.
So now all of a sudden, and now it's not enough because they've done it so many times. It's not enough just to say that you repudiate what the latest lie was. Now you're being called on to repudiate your nominee. And they can't, obviously they can't do that. They've already bought into this fiasco.
Sure,
so now you can't back up.
The guy said in 2013, 2014, 2015 that he had a relationship with Vladimir Putin, that he's met with him, he's talked with him. Then he tells Stephanopoulos, oh, we walk into the room, I wouldn't know who he is because all I would know is from a photo of him. Dude!
And now we have side-by-side video of him lying.
That's a flat-out lie.
Look, Roland, I'm not going to sit here and try to explain Donald Trump.
Are you embarrassed by the Republican presidential nominee?
I wish we had someone else.
Are you embarrassed by the lying of Donald Trump? He lied about a letter from the NFL.
I think it is an embarrassment to the party. And as Spencer pointed out, you have this credibility issue with Hillary Clinton. And I think as we go on, you're going to begin to look at previous statements.
I'm asking you a question about lying Donald Trump.
I know what you're asking.
You lied about Russia. You lied about the cons. You lied about the NFL all in one interview?
Well, funny thing,
Look,
she lied.
Again, I'm not defending his lies. I'm not defending his antics. I think I would have preferred for us to have a different nominee. For whatever reason, he's the person that people in my party unfortunately voted for. And that's a reality that we're going to have to deal with. As far as I'm concerned, I don't support him. I did not support his candidacy. And I don't think it's good for the growth of the party.
Yeah. So, Michael, there's this battle going on in your party that is related to culture, it's related to race, for the good of all of us. And folks of color, we hope that certain voices win. How is that battle going to kind of play itself out?
It's interesting you asked that. I had a conversation a week ago with someone who's a higher up consultant in the party. She's really, really well known, and her and I were talking about Trump. And at the end of the conversation, we pretty much came to the conclusion, and she said, Michael, I think we're going to see a split in our party. You're going to see the extreme factions with Trump, and you're going to see more methodical, moderate elements like us break off. What does that look like? I have no clue.
Party. It looks like 2010.
All I'm saying is this. When you lie, and we got it on tape, you can't wiggle out of that.
No, you're right.
A little hard.
You're damn right. You can't wiggle out of it. And the more that Trump opens up his mouth and basically makes a goddamn fool out of himself and exposes himself as a jackass, a racist, a misogynist, a xenophobe, etc., the more I lose respect for people that support him. There has to come a point in time where you have to say enough is enough. I cannot stay with this guy. But apparently with Donald Trump, that point is still further down the road. And I'm getting ready to agree with him on one thing. He could go out on Fifth Avenue in New York and shoot somebody in the face, and it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference.